Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana has produced a potential 5-wave move to the upside, but it's very questionable. So we're going to talk about the two scenarios I've got on the chart. Essentially, they are part of the same overall wave count. And I would still like to see the price reach the area of $225 plus. Actually, I can hide that $206 level. We don't need that, but 225, 237, and 268 are the next upside levels to watch. The question is just, are we already in this next move to the upside, or is it still an unfolding wave 4? Okay, so the main question on this chart at the moment is wave 4 already in? Did it complete, or is wave 4 still in the making? If it follows Bitcoin at all, then I would say it's probable that the wave 4 is still in the making, but Solana has outperformed many other coins. And if we just take a look at the SOL BTC chart, so you see that Solana has been outperforming, Bitcoin, like especially here since end of February again. If we zoom out a little bit, Solana has done really, really well. In 2023. So just saying, okay, because Bitcoin might form a wave B and a wave C, and you know what I'm talking about if you followed the Bitcoin videos, just by looking at that and saying, okay, but then Solana should do the same, that's not really going to work if Solana is outperforming Bitcoin, right? I hope that kind of makes sense, because what could happen is if Bitcoin, for example, let me go back to if Bitcoin maybe pushes a little higher, that's the expectation on the Bitcoin chart. Well, Solana could start a third wave, then Bitcoin might come down in wave C. Well, that could be a wave 4 for Solana. So yes, of course, there are correlations, but there are different wave degrees. Each coin moves in its individual, wave and everything. So that's sort of the idea, we've got this sort of 1-2 setup here on the chart in the yellow count, because it could be that a wave 4 bottomed on the 20th of March, A wave, B wave, and basically the C wave to the upside. And then within the C wave, we have this sort of 1-2 setup, and then a third wave to the upside to follow, then a wave 4 and a wave 5. That would be the idea in the yellow count. I'm not too confident about this one, not about the microstructure, because the 5-wave move up that occurred is a bit questionable. Yeah, it's a bit questionable, but I added a support zone earlier today, communicated that already to members. And it's a support zone which is defined here between, I intentionally gave it a little bit more space. Yeah. So normally I would have to measure from here, and it would just be a little higher, and it already triggered the 38.2 fib level. But because I'm not so confident about this count, I just give it a little bit more space, because it could be something different. It could be a larger ABC. There are so many options. I try to sometimes when I highlight the relevant support levels, I try to incorporate different scenarios in one zone. Just sort of not to have like 3 or 4 different scenarios on the chart. But yeah, it's possible that Solana is now in a wave 2. Maybe it already bottomed. It would take, however, a break above the last swing high at $192.50 as a first indication that a low is in place, and a break above $196.60 as a confirmation that a third wave to the upside is unfolding. And that would be the third wave of the C wave. Basically third wave of a C wave. And it should take us to $225 plus. Yeah, but a break below 169 would strongly indicate that the white count is unfolding, in which we are still in wave 4. Again, you see they are both part of the same scenario, because, well, they are both basically, it's a scenario in which both are like wave 4 corrections, right? It's the same count. It's just, okay, is the wave 4 already over, or do we get one more low in wave 4? But in all scenarios, currently I'm expecting the price to get to $225 plus. Well, there will be a point where I change my view about that, of course. Always that belongs to every analysis for risk management purposes. And that would be the $131 level. But I can tell you that if wave B in white, which is also possible, it's a 3-wave move up, right? And it's possible that we just had a very short C wave. If that C wave of wave B topped, then targets for the downside, like the C wave target, it's around $151. So there is Fibonacci confluence in this zone between $157.25 and $143.72. Yeah, but so both counts bullish. I mean, it's the only question is how deep is the pullback going to be that the market is offering? So either here or from here. And these are the two scenarios. They're both bullish. Pullbacks in a bull market, as you know, are opportunities. They can be seen as opportunities. Just the situation at the moment is a little bit unclear, but we have two basically micro pathways. One scenario, actually it's not that unclear. The parameters are very clearly defined. So yeah, I hope you liked the update about Solana. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.